Hey, welcome back. It's time for another Beatley themed video. This time it's inspired by Beatley Tone's latest video about Beatles deep cuts, which is basically songs that only appear on their original albums, no singles, no compilations or anything like that. Tone's got a great channel, so go and check it out. And if you want to see how he chose the songs and what songs you could choose from, go and check out his video. But this is my choice. It's mostly, looking at it, it's mostly really typical Beatles songs that are all happy, summer songs and songs that you can sing along to. And these are a lot of my favourites, so these are songs that I've chosen for my Beatles deep cuts. There's 21 like Tone had, but I wondered if I could do about 12, but that was ridiculous. No way could I pick 12. So opening up, there's nothing from Please Please Me. I start with It Won't Be Long, which is one of my favourite openers on an album from with the Beatles. It's just a great song. I remember when I first heard it, the harmonies, it's just very, very typical early Beatles. So It Won't Be Long. And then I've chosen Hold Me Tight. Now, I know a lot of people don't like that song, or it's not everyone's favourite, but I love it. As I say, it's very typical early Beatles. I like the constant sort of dun, 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 throughout the whole song, so Hold Me Tight. Then we go on to Happy Just to Dance With You from A Hard Day's Night. It's a great song, and I first heard it when I saw the film. And speaking of rhythm, it's like classic John Lennon, you know, his classic rhythm guitar that he's distinctive rhythm guitar. I don't know what I'm saying, but you know what I mean. And also Tell Me Why from A Hard Day's Night. It's a brilliant song, all the harmonies in it. And if you haven't heard that, that's definitely one you need to hear. On to Beatles for Sale, No Reply. And if you've not heard the anthology versions of No Reply, have a listen to those as well, because whenever I hear No Reply now, I always think of them getting the words wrong. So No Reply, and also I'm a Loser. I really like Beatles for Sale. It's their sort of early to mid 60s Dylan-esque sort of song. So I'm a Loser and Baby's in Black, and I love that. And if you haven't seen the Shea Stadium version of Baby's in Black, go and have a listen to that as well. Now on to Rubber Soul, and this song always makes me think of being in Liverpool, my first Beatles convention, Beatles week, and hearing a Beatles tribute band doing You Won't See Me in Matthew Street, and the sun's coming out, and it was just lovely. So it's just pure harmonies and happy song that you can't help sing along to. It's now on to Revolver and Your Bird Can Sing, and I think I mentioned this in one of my other videos about that it's one of my favourite Beatles songs. And again, if you haven't heard the anthology version where they're just cracking up for whatever reason, go and have a listen to And Your Bird Can Sing. If you want a song that sort of sounds like the Beatles, when you're introducing somebody to the Beatles sound, And Your Bird Can Sing. And then also on Revolver, Good Day Sunshine. Again, I like the piano in that. That's a great song. And going with the piano theme, my next song is Lovely Rita from Sgt. Pepper. And I found out recently, because I thought I like the piano solo in that, it was George Martin. If ever there's a good solo, look it up, it's George Martin. So as long as the sources are correct, I just love it. I just love the thought of George Martin, the older, more sort of serious guy, having fun with the rock and roll band. And he's the fifth Beatle to me. George Martin playing piano on Lovely Rita. So I love Lovely Rita. And if you haven't heard the Analogues live version of that, that's worth checking out as well. They're an amazing band, and I'm just so sad they're not touring anymore. Sgt. Pepper Reprise. I don't know really, but I chose that because I like it, and I've seen Paul McCartney do it live, and it's a good rocker version of it. And Good Morning, Good Morning. Again, if you haven't heard the Analogues version of that, go and check that out. it's not a lot to say about it really. It's just, I really like it, and it's it make you smile. Now onto the White Album. Now I could have chosen loads from the White Album. I love the White Album. Happiness is a Warm Gun is my next one, and it's just different. it's a step away from all the happy poppy stuff that I've chosen, and I just love it. It's very John Lennon. It's got a range of styles. You don't know where you're going with it in the song, and I love the ending where you can hear his one of his previous takes of the falsetto. Depending on which version you hear, you can hear the first take, which had been wiped over, but you can still hear it. So Happiness is a Warm Gun. And sticking with John and the White Album, Julia. It's just a lovely song about his mum, and you can hear how complicated the guitar parts are. And if you listen to the anthology again, you can hear how he's sort of trying to keep it going, and then just one little slip up, he had to start again. But you can hear how beautiful it is on the White Album. And Savoy Truffle, that's my George song for this playlist. How many songs are there about chocolates? I just wish you could still get Good News chocolates over here, or anywhere. Yeah, I wonder what they were like. Dear Prudence, another great song from the White Album. I love the bass line in it and the harmonies. It's all about the harmonies, isn't it, with the Beatles, let's just face it. And classic bass lines and riffs. And then Continuing Story of Bungalow Bill. It's just it is what it is. It's a weird, fun song. And that's what the Beatles are all about, and especially the White Album. On to Abbey Road, Maxwell's Silver Hammer. Now, I know that the Beatles kind of got a bit fed up with doing this one, but again, harmonies, I love it, and I love the mellotron in this song. It's a great 60s pop song. Oh Darling, that's pure McCartney, isn't it, really, doing his ripping vocals. Love that one. And then the last one from Let It Be. I've always enjoyed this song. Even from the anthology, hearing it on the anthology in the early takes. So it's sort of like they started with it and now they're ending with it. One after 909 is just great fun, and I love it, and especially the rooftop version. So they're my 21 tracks. If you haven't heard those, go and check them out. And to people who have only heard Beatles compilations, that's my choice for you.